What's up, guys? I'm ArieRashelle, and this is Nuggets of Truth. Today is Pro-Life Day of Silent Solidarity, intended to bring awareness and remember the unborn lives that have been silenced before their time. This now begs the question, when does life begin? We've gone through the abortion debate before in a previous video, which is under our Not for the Weak of Heart category or playlist, and it's entitled, Is Abortion a Sin? In that video, we explained that not only does the unborn baby inside of his or her mother have a unique DNA at conception, but he or she also has a heartbeat within 10 days. And that heartbeat is pumping new blood, which would mean there is blood before 10 days. I'm willing to bet at conception there is blood, being that there's entirely new and unique DNA formed at that time. But this doesn't quite answer the question of when life begins. Now, a heartbeat should be a good place to say life begins, but does that mean that the unborn baby isn't alive for 10 days in the mother's womb? I want to go back to the time of the flood for a second. Noah and his sons were given a new command on the day they came out of the ark. Genesis chapter 9 verse 1 through 7 says, "And God blessed Noah and his sons and said to them, Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. The fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth and upon every bird of the heavens, upon everything that creeps on the ground, and on all the fish of the sea. Into your hand they are delivered. Every moving thing that lives shall be food for you. And as I gave you the green plants, I give you everything. But you shall not eat flesh with its life, that is, its blood. And for your lifeblood I will require a reckoning. From every beast I will require it, and from man. From his fellow man I will require a reckoning for the life of man. Whoever sheds the blood of man, by man shall his blood be shed. For God made man in his own image, and you be fruitful and multiply. Increase greatly on the earth and multiply in it." The first thing God did was bless Noah and his sons. Then he gave them a command not to eat anything with blood in it. Why? Because the life of the flesh is in the blood. Therefore, if the unborn baby not only has new unique DNA at the point of conception, and there is blood before the 10 days when a heartbeat is found and it's pumping new blood, then from the point of conception, the unborn baby is a life. And if the unborn baby is a life, then no one has the right to take that life. In fact, this isn't the only time that God says that the life of the flesh is in the blood. Genesis chapter 4 verse 8 through 10 says, "Cain spoke to Abel his brother, and when they were in the field, Cain rose up against his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, Where is Abel your brother? He said, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? And the Lord said, What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood is crying out to me from the ground." Even though Abel had died, his blood cried out to God, and God heard the cries because Abel was innocent and didn't deserve death. If God heard the cries of Abel's blood because of his innocence, how much more would he hear the cries of the innocent that perish at the word of their own mothers? Not only is the blood a sign of life, but God also has a plan for each and every individual. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 4 through 5. "Now the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you, and before you were born, I consecrated you. I appointed you a prophet to the nations." God knew us before he even formed us in our mother's womb. He took the time to not only form each and every one of us, but he took the time to give us a purpose from the womb. These purposes aren't for evil, harm, or dread, but for good things. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." Peter confirms that God only wants what is good for his creation. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 9. "The Lord is not slow to fulfill his promise, as some count slowness, but is patient towards you, not wishing that any should perish, but that all should reach repentance." So let's sum everything up real quick. From the point of conception, a new strand of DNA is created with blood. God said that the life of the flesh is in the blood. Where there is blood, there is life, and no one has the right to take the life of the innocent. Therefore, the unborn baby in his or her mother's womb isn't just a lump of cells, but a living being. A human life with a God-given call and purpose. To end that life would be to commit murder. If you have the chance today, please pray that the Lord will forgive us for the amount of innocent blood spilled on our land, and that He would heal our land and protect the lives of all the unborn babies throughout the world. And until next time, God bless.